Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I saw this card on Pinterest and I thought it was absolutely brilliant, so I had a go at making it. And it's the Origami Star card it's called, and it just pops open like this. Absolutely gorgeous, and it's a bit of a pain to tuck it away after because I should have put that on the top really. Fold that down, and then this tucks back under that flap. And there it is, absolutely gorgeous. So this is going to be, and I haven't put any gems on this yet, so this is going to be a Christmas card because of the sentiment inside. And I've left space so you can, I didn't add the DSP, I've added the DSP at the back underneath so you can see it at the front, but I didn't do it on the triangles, but I'm going to do it on this next card that we make. But that is cute, and I've used this sentiment which says maybe Christmas perhaps mean a little bit more, and it's from one of the films but I can't remember the quote, but I used the bright from the Peace and Joy from last year, and this is Christmas means more. That's the other sentiment. So it's so easy to make. It looks difficult, but it's so easy. I can do it. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6 pointed star. You're going to need a piece of 12 by 12, and this is the basic white. It's flimsy, but once you've put all those layers on, it is so sturdy, it's unreal. Put that there. So first of all, you're going to need your trimmer, and I can get it out. There we go. This is 12 by 12. So what we're going to do is, I've got it all written down. If you want to pause and come back, and you can make it with me. So there's all the measurements. Pause it, come back, and we can make it together. And you're going to cut one side and take away 1 5/8. Keep that strip then for sentiments. So I'm just going to turn that around and cut it at 6. This is my preference. This makes a great sentiment. So in fact, I'll leave a piece of that out for my bright. Perfect. Now go back in on the 12-inch side. And you're just gonna put it in at 6, so it's half. And you're gonna put a tiny little nick at the 6-inch mark, and then it's so simple. You're going to cut from that dot all the way to the corner. So you've got the dot on the track, your corner on the track, and you're just going to slice that off. Do not throw this away. And then you're going to repeat that now from that top bit to the other corner. So making sure you've got them both in the track, and keep that as well. Perfect for I'm going to get the other triangle out of it, I think, if I remember rightly. So now we're going to score. So pull the arm out again, remove the blade. We're going to score this at 5 1/4. Five 1/4 is there. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it on my score tool. Make sure I do it properly. Whoa! So I haven't used this in a while. So you're going to pop this in. Know that's right up against there. And you're going to score at 5 1/4. And 7. Now turn it and repeat on all 3 sides. So 5 1/4 and 7, and you can see them getting close together. 5 1/4 and 7. That's it. That is how simple it is. So you fold the first one, fold it over, and you'll see that it comes more or less up to there. But by the time you score this and flatten it, perfect. And then this one you fold out. And repeat that on the other two sides. There's something mucky on my desk. And then fold that out. And then last but no means least, and fold this out. And that is your basic star. So it's right, left, and tuck underneath. I like to get it once it's all down and flat, give it another burnish. And there it is, and it just pops open like this. So I am literally going to mark this, because you can use this piece as a layer, and I'm going to cut this from that corner to that corner. And you can also turn these leftover bits, do not throw them away. I cut 1 inch strips, and then you can just remove, or you can keep the slants on if you want, because sometimes slanted sentiments are great, but I'm just showing you how to get the maximum use out of your paper. So look, that's great for sentiments. Pop that in with your scraps of white. Then you can do this again. 1 inch. And you can choose to leave that like that and then cut it off at the end. But I'm just making sure I've got paper for sentiments. So they're only getting that, so you've got another one there for a sentiment. And you can do exactly the same with this piece as well, but I'll do that later on. So you're only getting little bits of waste. You're not getting rid of loads and loads of waste. So there's that triangle. Let's just leave that out a sec. So that fits in there beautifully, but I want to take 1/4 inch off 2 sides only. Because I'm going to have a layer colour underneath. So 1/4 inch that side, and 1/4 inch that side. So now when I check that inside I've got plenty of space. So now you're going to need 7 pieces of this, and they are 4 3/4 by 5 1/2. And what you're going to do is grab a pencil and put the 5 1/2 inch side across the top. Get a little pencil and mark that, and you're going to do the same again as you did with your 12 by 12. And you can use those bits on something else if you are making an album and you need some little pockets. And then you're going to chop off the other side as well. And you're going to need one for the centre of your card. Let me show you quickly. So this is now going to layer up. I might take another 1/4 inch off, just so I've got it perfect. Let's see that now against there. That's it. I should have taken off all 3 sides. And then this is going in the centre of our card, just like that, to give me a layer. And I got muck on it, so I turn it over. So that is going to get glued in there after I've stamped and cut out my sentiment. And now with the other 2 pieces, I'm doing 2 at a time because I've got a fresh blade in. So 2 3/4, make a mark, and keep those bits for something else. So I'm going to put them in there. So what you want to do now, you want to turn this around and take off, is it 1.5? So measure it up on your 1.5 inch line and trim that, and then these fit in here perfectly with a nice little border all the way around. And then the bit you've just taken off, turn it over, flip, and take away 1/4 inch. Is it 1/4 inch? Yeah, the triangles, take away 1/4 inch. And then these fit lovely on your triangles. Perfect. So you wanted 7 of those. You wanted 7 of those pieces of cardstock, but only 1 you keep. You keep 1 as a whole triangle, and then the other 6 you cut like that. And then you need your DSP, which I'm using this. This is from, where's the back page? It's that speciality paper from out the catalogue. I must have thrown the name of it away. Can't think what it's. That's So Elegant, I think it's called. There it is. Simply Elegant 12 by 12 Speciality Designer Series paper on page 133. Absolutely gorgeous paper. Again, you're going to take these, because it's a new blade, 2 at a time. And these are 4.5 by 5 1/8. So on the 5 1/8 side, you're going to pop these in at 2 5/8 and make a mark. It's so simple, this card. It looks so hard to make, yet it's not. Right, Gaynor's lost a pencil mark. Two 5/8. There it is. So now again, do the same thing, repeated. Slice, keep those bits for something else. And then slice, keep those bits for another project. Look at the black on the other side, absolutely beautiful. And then this time we're going to put this in at 1 1/4 and slice that off. And then we're going to flip this, the side we've just taken off. We're going to flip it and we're going to take 1/2 inch off. Whoops. These are bits, and that is all the cutting. And now I'm just going to glue. Watch how this paper sits in there beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous. Whoops. Because we did the 2 together, they're going to fit in there beautiful. So let's get our glue ready. I've already done the others to save some time, because you didn't want to sit and watch me cut. I mean, if you wanted the back ones, you could reverse the DSP, and I have two lots of different DSP showing. It's entirely up to yourselves. It's your card. You make it your own by putting your stamp on it. I thought it was absolutely stunning. I couldn't believe how quick and simple it was to make. Can't remember the lady's name. Oh, gracious me, what am I like? Oh, I can't remember. There's no point me even trying because I just probably will get it totally wrong. But I followed a lady on Pinterest. And I thought, oh, Christmas in July. Even though I know I forgot to send, because of what happened to mother-in-law last year, I didn't get round to sending my Christmas cards, but I will this year. But I do need a couple of extra special ones. So now I'm just going to glue all these into place. And then we're going to do some die cutting and a heat embossing. And on the other one I use gold. Gold foil, absolutely beautiful. This time I'm going to use some silver foil for the sentiment. And this goes on so quickly. And it does use a little bit of cardstock, but I think it's well worth the effort for a couple of special people in your life. I mean, we've all got lots of leftover DSP from over the years. So make a few of these cards for your special loved ones at Christmas. And that's a perfect way to use our old retired DSP. Absolutely love it. I mean, you don't just have to have the word peace. You could have a star to match the star. You could have snowflakes if you wanted it to have snowflakes. Absolutely your choice of cards. Absolutely gorgeous. It's coming to look how beautiful it looks already, and we've had no effort whatsoever. And if you're gonna make one of these cards, please put it up in groups so everyone can see. And just everyone in group just loves to see everybody's cards. So, and look how sturdy this is getting. I'll show you in a minute. Because this cardstock is quite flimsy, it's actually strengthening it by popping all these beautiful layers on. I mean, you don't have to layer the back. You could leave the white showing. But, I mean, on my card, I literally layered those and the foil, but I didn't put any DSP on the foil. So, because this part is what you'll see when you fold it back. I'll show you now. So, when you've got your card open, we fold and you can see that section. So that looks better than having the white, doesn't it? But it's entirely up to you. We're nearly done now. Love it. I just can't believe how simple it was to come together. Perfect. Couple to go. Our last two triangles going on. I mean, I suppose it's decoration for both sides of the card. And when you're writing it out for somebody special as well, you don't, because I'm using white cardstock. If I was using coloured cardstock, and then, mind you, I would have to do them in white and have two of them, one to write on. You get my drift. So there we go. So once we pull in, so it's tuck, tuck, and with this one, just literally tuck that in there. And there is that beautiful start. And there's the backs that you can see coming through. And there, now we've got the designer series paper on, I can write my sentiment on there. And either way round now is your card. I'm going to stick the grey in. Nice big border on this one. And now for the stamping. And I'm going to use silver embossing powder. So I know, oh, let me get that off, mark on my card. I know that this is going to point downwards when we open it. This is the first time I've used this set. I'm just going to pop that right in the centre. Perfect. While the Versamark is out, I'm going to write that beautiful bright across here. So if you are using white cardstock, you can use all the bits then. Like I say, just cut them apart for sentiments. And I didn't even do that brushy thing with the mic. Oh, I hope it's okay. It should be. I'm not worried about those bits because we are going to fussy cut it out. Beautiful. And the same with this. This one I'm making sure there's no bits because once that heat sets, whoops, put my spoon away. Now I do apologise about the noise, but I'm just going to pop my heat tool on to warm up. There it goes. I love to see it change. And there we have it. How cute is that? So just give it a quick waft for it to dry. And I'm going to grab myself a scrap piece of paper. I'm just going to try and rub. I'm not going to rub that side, but that's now going to go in the centre of my beautiful card. Got a nice big border for this one. Smudged it a little bit there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some. Oh, look at it, it's coming up. got to really press down for a minute just till that adheres itself down. Perfect. I think I might have some little snowflakes. Oops. Oh, I've got my black gems as well. How cute are these? So I'm not going to put the large ones on because they do poke about a bit. So I'm going to hide that boo-boo there and that boo-boo there and that one there. How cute is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Just making sure it's all stuck down. How cute! I might save a few of those actually and do a few more on the front. Or see if I can find my old snowflakes. Yeah, you know what you're doing. I don't know, my order's coming on Thursday. Woohoo! I think I've got some sequins. I got the noises. There we are, snowflakes. And I've got some beautiful twine as well, but I don't think I'll... So let's close that and that. Give this a little tuck away. Oops. No, that's it. A little bit stiff, but once you've got it in, right, Gaynor's got it on. Now that's the top of the card. So my bright, and this time I'm going to attach at the top of the card so it doesn't hinder the bottom. So now I need the dies. Pop that to one side. Grab my little machine. And I've got myself a little 3, when I can find it. There it is. I got a little piece of 3 by 6 for the background. You don't really need it that big, but just to be on the safe side. This is the shadow part of the sentiment. How cute is that? So that can go back in my scraps drawer. And then we've got the bright going over. I may have to use a little bit of washi tape where I can find it. Well, where's my washi tape gone? Ah, there it is. Underneath my staples. So let's get this popped into place. Set this down properly so I can line it up. Grab myself another little piece. Trying to go to all this effort and then ruin it at the end. Looks pretty good to me. how that worked out. Perfect. I'd stick them on my my daylight lamp for next time, for use them on a different project. So let's see how well that's turned out. Oh, absolutely perfect. Love that. Love it. Put them away later. Oh, that is going to look absolutely fabulous. Making a right racket here, aren't I? So let's blob on. You could, if you wanted to, add dimensionals. If you've got your envelope punch board, it will fit inside a 6x7 envelope. Just give that a second to dry. So it's nice and flat. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Mary and Bride. You could put, well, we've done a sentiment on the inside, but you could also, you could have added all the words, I suppose. So let me just check I know where I'm going. So right, left, and this is my top, this. And then this, I'm going to just pop a couple of dimensionals on the top. Just check that's going there. So I'm just going to pop 1 and 2. Perfect. I'll just pull those backings off. And then just place this on your card. How wonderful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Perfect. Maybe I've got the corners bang on, but I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So there is our 6-pointed star card. So I'm calling it the Origami star card. Absolutely gorgeous. Well worth the effort. And like I say, chop these in 1-inch strips, or maybe you could cut that 2x3 and then use the other bits. But don't throw them away, because you know it's expensive, the paper, if you're a frugal crafter like some people are. And I don't even wash the Versamark off, because it just helps with the next time I use this to let the ink stick to it as well. So thank you for watching. I will hold those measurements up one more time so you can press pause, and then you can come back and make it with me. There we have it. Beautiful, beautiful star cards, and so simple to make. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Love you all. Bye.